So this is us preparing for our last walk tomorrow at Carnarvon Gorge, our last overnight walk. We've only been here half an hour and we've destroyed the place. This is the cabin we're staying in, not bad though. And have a look at what I've got for the night. I've got a toy bed. Can you hear the cackling in the background? That's my bed. My shoulders are wider than that bed. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be in the duplex tomorrow night. That'll be comfortable. Okay, so we're at Carnarvon Gorge, National Park, or Carnarvon National Park, I think it is. So we're going into Big Bend for a couple of nights. Doing like a greatest hits of Carnarvon. Do a few side trips. Joanne's there checking out the literature. We'll probably leave most of the day trippers behind today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll go up Battleship Spur. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, better start walking, I guess. We've got the wildlife out to say goodbye. There's no camera shy, you can kind of keep an eye on that camera.
That was a great walk, son.
Yeah. So this is actually the first day of the Great Walk. We're not doing the Great Walk on this trip. And this is the first, I don't know, I think there's around 20 crossings. They're numbered. This is the first one. You go, Joe, if you want. They've all got stepping stones, they're all pretty easy. Crystal clear. Beautiful and clear, isn't it? So we're heading into the gorge. I don't know which side trips we're going to do, we'll see when we get there. I'm thinking the first one's a place called the Moss Garden, but I could be wrong. So the thing about Carnarvon is to a lot of the gorges around Australia is the cliffs here are that whitey grey colour, whereas mostly in Australia you're looking at red cliffs, the red sandstone, but yeah, these are quite striking. As the red ones are, but yeah, under a blue sky, they're quite striking. We're just starting to get into the gorge now. As we walk further, it gets more and more spectacular. This is like I've done this walk, I guess, 5 times at least. It's definitely bucket list, this thing, this gorge.
Like the Grampians, I had my winter pad.
So Joe's just stashing a pack for the little side trip to the Moss Garden. There's a lot of day walkers around here, so probably be pretty safe, but just to be sure. To be sure. Oh, you'd have to really be kind of looking.
Yeah.
We'll only be 10 minutes anyway. So we're just on that short side trip still up to the Moss Garden. These cliffs are amazing. So this is one of my memories of Carnarvon that always stay with me, the palm trees against the striking white cliffs. So this little place is obviously the moss garden. See all the water dripping down from the sandstone. Now we're just heading back out of the packs from the moss garden side trip. So to go there at the moss garden, the water's seeping down through the sandstone and seeping out into the sandstone, out of the sandstone through those kind of mossy cracks. Back in the day when I first came here, probably 30 years ago, none of this infrastructure was here. And so you could wander up to basically to the cracks or to the waterfall and fill your water bottle, because the water was probably 1,000 years percolating through, so it was pretty clean. So this is crossing number 3, I think. Should we get a live stream of me slipping off a rock? So, I think I mentioned, but if I didn't, we're on the side trip again to the amphitheater, which is the reason Jo's striding ahead of me with no pack. Well, that and the fact that she's way fitter than me. But yeah, so the crux of this little walk is a little ladder we got to climb up in a minute, which is interesting. Yeah, it's nice.
Sorry.
So this is the amphitheater. We might try this one again on the way down, see if we get a bit quieter. Well, it's not actually a cave.
It's a canyon.
It's a canyon, yeah. It's open. It's off there. Kind of. So going back about, I don't know, 6 years, there was a big flood here and it washed down through this canyon and washed all the infrastructure away. This walk was closed for years. So we're just past the turn off towards Canyon. We've been walking past probably 100 school kids. And there's little day packs all over at the turn off, so I think it's full of kids. So we might go towards Canyon on the way out in a couple of days. Try and get it a little bit more peaceful because it's a nice spot. So we're just heading up to a spot called the Art Gallery now. We're actually carrying our packs on this one because we're going to have some lunch up there. So this is an Indigenous art site, which is pretty amazing from memory.
A bit like the same thing.
Okay.
It's really, apparently it's good. Yeah,
Okay.
The lady's got behind the little boys out there. Find those marvellous things.
So apart from the stencils and the other art, there's a fair bit of European graffiti here as well. You can see etched in up there. The Indigenous people, this is one of the only places I've ever seen it, where they etched in women's vulvas. So see into the rock, like the shape. So see there, and it's a sign of fertility. I've never come across this, well, I'm no expert, but I've never come across this anywhere else. There's a lot down here a bit further. Harder to pick up on the camera. Isn't there really the old saying, you want to come in and see my etchings, I suppose. It is a beautiful gallery though. Come early in the morning if you want to get it on your own though. This is crossing number 8. This is only a little easy one, this one. Oh, hang on, it goes on. Oh, that's actually a bit bigger than I thought. So we've got a bit of, it's probably low 20s today. It's a little bit partly cloudy, I suppose you'd call it. It's adding a little bit of contrast, not your normal just blue skies and the cliffs are just standing out, but every now and then the sun will come out and the cliffs will light up. So the contrast has been actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I guess it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock now. We've got about 4 k's to camp. So it's not been a particularly hard day out. All right, this is crossing 11. A view up there. A view up there. How nice is that, eh? Joe's leading the way as normal. I'm struggling to keep up. But good news is we're almost at camp. So this little swimming hole used to be awesome. Unfortunately now you can't swim here anymore. They've banned it. Such is life. There's some decent cliffs over there though. So we've arrived at our Big Bend camp. Got the duplex up. Joe's got a tarp tent up. We're just going to wander back down, check out our art gallery past on the way down. Check out the mess on mine, how messy it is. Anyway, camp set up, shit everywhere. That's all my stuff, by the way. Just over above the little beach. I don't know what the goers were swimming here. Last time I was here, there was no swimming sign. Now it looks like they've moved the no swimming sign down the gorge. So I'm not sure. There's not saying about no swimming at the moment. So we just walked up to the cathedral. Thanks, mate. To check out the art here. This is only 5 minutes from camp, from Big Bend camp. So yeah, this is Cathedral Cave. So we're back at Big Bend campsite and swimming hole. Maybe later. Time for dinner, and then it'll be very shortly time for bed. I think I am tired. Okay, well it's almost 10 o'clock now. It's probably about 5:45, I guess. It's getting dark and it's cooling down. It's going to be an interesting night because we've been up in up north for 2 months in the heat, and this is going to be the coldest night I've camped since I left the Grampians in May. So I'll see how we go. I've sent my haven't got my warm sleeping bag. I've got the quilt tonight. That's going to be an interesting little exercise. I've got my puffy if I need to pull it on. So we did 17.5 k's or something, the distance will go up in the end there today. It's a stunning walk up here. We went to the Moss Garden, the amphitheater, the gallery, and then, which is an art gallery, and then Indigenous art, and then we went to the cathedral. Yeah, after we set up camp, we went back to the cathedral. I'll actually probably go down there tomorrow night and cook dinner maybe, because it's brilliant in the afternoon. All the tourists, all the day walkers have gone home. Anyway, gonna get serenaded tonight by the birds for not for much longer. I think they'll go to sleep, and that's what I'm gonna do. See you tomorrow.